This is an Indian raga, which is a form of Indian folk song that I've just made with 3 instruments, and I'm going to show you how to make something like this. And I'm going to explain what all the colours are about, but maybe best thing to do is just have a listen to it first, and then I'll show you how to make it. It's actually not as hard as you might first think. Have a listen. I'll start with the drums and I'll build it up. Okay, so what you've got here is an Indian rhythm called a Tabla. This is a sitar playing a drone, which is a long-held note, or 2 long-held notes, I believe. And this is the Indian flute that's playing a scale very similar to the Maqam Hijaz that we learnt about from Egypt. But I am going to focus on this. Now, you might be thinking, what are all these colours about? Well, I'm going to explain that to you right now. Okay, so I've deleted my Tabla by rhythm, and I'm just going to start building it again from scratch so you can see how easy it is. Now I'm using the keyboard from C2 up to C3 because those are my Tabla sounds. And I've just got my fingers, all 5 fingers on the keys. And I'm going to press record and I'm just going to play something quite random, not too fast, leave a bit of space. So here we go. Remember not to record over yourself. Stop when you get to the end there, or you'll end up going back and adding more notes that you really don't want. Now let's have a look at this. And let's move our little keyboard out of the way. So these are the notes that I played. And it's okay, but when I zoom in, you'll see that I wasn't very accurate. Sometimes I was just really missing the beat by quite a lot. That's okay, but it's not bang on the line, which is what I like. Now what we could do is just spend ages with the mouse going through and moving every note, but we don't have to do that actually, because Logic will move them for us using something called Quantize. This is how it works. You go Command and A. That selects everything, so they've all gone black. And over here in the window you've got Time Quantize, 16th notes. So when I press Q, look what happens to the notes. Slight movement. Did you see that? What it's done is now moved everything so that it sits exactly on the lines. So it should sound in time. Let's have a listen. Not a fan of this one. Get rid of that. Okay, so there's my 4 bars of rhythm. It's very nice. But as you know, Tabla players are highly skilled and they can play really, really fast. We can do something like that with a bit of a cheat. So watch carefully. I'm going to hold Alt and grab the mouse, grab the region and just drag it over here. Now I'm going to let go of the mouse, but I'm not going to let go of Alt. And what I have is a copy. It's copied and pasted it. I'm going to move this over here. Now, here's the next little trick. Take the mouse to the bottom right corner where you get the bracket and press Alt again. It changes the icon. Now this is time stretch, or in our case, time compress. I'm going to make it exactly half as long as the original. And what it's going to do is squash the notes together, so everything's going to sound twice as fast. Have a listen. Cool. Now I'm going to do that again, just to be cheeky. So I'll hold Alt, drag it, let go of the mouse, and I'm going to stretch it, or rather compress it, by half yet again, and we will get this. Okay, now that might sound a bit extreme, but what we're going to do here, oh, by the way, if you press Alt and C, you get the colours, and I like the colours because it just helps me stay organised. So I'll go orangey for the fast, blue, green for the medium, and pink for the slow. So I've got these 3 different rhythms, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of place them almost randomly on top of each other, so that sometimes it will be slow, sometimes it will be fast. I might actually just make a copy of these. So, okay, now, so I could make this shorter. Now notice I'm not pressing Alt now, I'm just making it shorter, so it's not squashing it. And then let's just, I don't know, put it here, see what happens. Now this one I'm going to make it even shorter, tiny little bit there. And let's just put that randomly in there. Let's loop this. No, actually, let's copy and paste it. Much better. And maybe take this one over here. Maybe make it a bit shorter. And take this one here. Maybe make it a bit longer. Okay. So I am now kind of messing around with the fasts and the slows. Let's just have a listen, see what you think. So there you go, a very authentic Indian tabla rhythm with some really nice fast bits in there. So the tools that we've used here, we've used the Quantize just to put the notes in time. In this menu, we selected everything and we pressed Q. Then I used the copy and paste by holding Alt. Then I went to the bottom corner, pressed Alt at the bottom corner, and that stretched it, or compressed it, I should say. I did that twice. And I changed the colours so I could then place different colours on top of each other. So good luck with that. Experiment. It can be a lot of fun. And remember, if you ever get stuck, just go Command and Z, and that will undo anything you've done that you didn't like.